Welcome to the Small Business Office Showcase, where daily we provide you a quick tour of a government agency's small business portal or something similar from a large prime. We understand that as a small business, time and resources are limited. We hope by quickly summarizing this information, we save you time and perhaps put you one step closer to your next contract. In this episode, we're going to focus on the Department of Treasury. To make it easier for you to quickly do your own research, the links we discuss will be in the description below the video. In each episode, we're targeting 6 pieces of information we think are most valuable to you. Does this agency have a small business portal? Does this agency list out events it hosts or attends so you can plan well in advance? Is there a forecast for the next 12 to 24 months that will help you identify opportunities to pursue? Does the agency provide a list of current primes that have an obligation to subcontract to small businesses? Is there any special registration required for this agency? Finally, is there a list of people available that you can reach out to for help or to get questions answered? You can see the basic results on this slide, but let's go ahead and take our quick tour. First stop is the OSDBU site, and here we can see that the Treasury does have a site. I'm going to zoom in for you. But I will tell you it's kind of a confusing site, frankly. I've gone through this before I'm doing this recording, and there's things that were just confusing to me in here that I'm hoping they can get cleaned up at some point. For example, you'll see old data in here. You have this new Try Our OSDBU mobile site, but when you click on it, it actually takes you to 2015 data, so don't click on it. But they do have a site, and that's good, and it's a good start, right? And it kind of gives us a jumping off standpoint. Next thing that we're looking for are events, and let's jump over here. It does have an events page, which is great, but as you can see, it's 2017 data, so that's a little disappointing. But as you come down, you can kind of see different things. Here's a forecast for 2017. So one of the things I discovered is there's a lot of discrepancies on the site, and I accidentally discovered more relevant information, and I'll show you that in a minute. So it's kind of the point of these reviews, of these showcases, is to hopefully save you time from coming in here and getting a little lost maybe, but being able to directly go into it. So an example of that is the forecast. The forecast, I initially wrote none, and that's because right here when you come in, the forecast, if you click on the link to get to the forecast, it takes you to 2017 information. But somewhere along the lines, I found another link, and it took me to this fantastic site that was like hidden. I did not see it. I somehow stumbled across it. I can't quite remember how I did, but it's not on any of the OSDBU main areas. But it is the Treasury's 2018 Dynamic Forecast. It's got a lot of good information in there, so it's definitely something you'll enjoy, and it'll give you a chance to look at over 400 opportunities that are out there that you can compete on. So it's a good job that the forecast is there. And then the next one is subcontracting. I didn't see any list of subcontracting opportunities or firms that have those large contracts. The registration, there's nothing special required for registration, but I did put that up so that you could see it. A link to, so this is where I found it actually. I stumbled across this page, and this page led me into some other links, but somewhere in here it talks about linking out, registering in order to attend events. And that's this outreach section. So let me click on that. And in here, it gets a little convoluted, but that link I still just provided for you here, so if you want to kind of explore it. And the last one is contacts, and we'll click on that tab. They have a lot of good contacts. And this is actually the most important piece of information. I save it for last always, but it's the most important piece of information because it gives you the people you can reach out to begin to learn more about an agency or get your questions answered. So here, if I click on some of these and open it, like the OSDBU, I just opened it in a new tab. You can come down and you can see some of these key players. This is a big sign for us that if the director spot is vacant, then that's a challenge that the agency's facing. They just kind of fill it out. As you come through, though, you'll start seeing some of these other contacts. Let me open this one, the Bureau of Small Business. This is good information. You start coming down, and if you're trying to do work with these different, like you have ATF or alcohol tobacco tax, or the Mint, these are unique people you can reach out to. So this is good information. The contact information they provide is great information. So you'll be able to find a lot of people to talk to and get your questions answered. Anyways, that concludes this walkthrough. I hope you found the information helpful as you continue to grow your business. Please provide any comments below or reach out to me directly if you have questions using my email address in the description. If you think this is useful to other people, please give it a thumbs up. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for more video tours.